What up, Boxing World 12 Rounds TV? Bernard the Alien Hopkins does not want to go out with a loss. Last fight that Bernard Hopkins was in was with Kovalev, and he lost. Even though I thought he held his guard pretty good, you know, being 50 years old, fighting a knockout artist like Kovalev, he didn't get knocked out. Hell, he went all 12 rounds, right? So, not that I'm disagreeing whether Bernard Hopkins should hang it up or fight some more. That's his decision. You know what I mean? Our opinions don't mean anything. But if you were to ask me, I don't think that loss with Kovalev really hurt his reputation. You know what I'm saying? You got the oldest guy in boxing right now that is in shape. Matter of fact, you guys saw the preview, somewhat of an all-access Bernard Hopkins or Hopkins versus Kovalev. The doctor told Hopkins that he's got a body in shape or health of a 20-some-year-old. You know, he's in shape. The guy knows how to take care of his own. And despite the fact that, Bernard Hopkins is a very so-called pride person, because like I said, he's been in the game so long, he's fought the best. He's known. You know what I mean? He's made his mark. He's a Hall of Famer. I don't think he should fight anymore. I'm saying hang it up, be a promoter, do something else. You know what I mean? Because guess what's gonna happen next? They're gonna try to match him with some young guy like Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I'm gonna tell you guys what it says over here of some fighters that people think he should fight, or some options. 5 fights, 5 options for Bernard Hopkins, and they're ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think he'd win on some of them, but it's ridiculous. I don't want to see Bernard Hopkins fight these guys. If anything, I'd like to see him fight Mickey Rourke. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But I'm just saying. Anyway, who would have thought that when Bernard Hopkins lost his first professional fight in 1988, that he would still be boxing 27 years later? The alien has confirmed there will be one last sequel as he plans another fight to cement his legacy. The 50-year-old legend doesn't want to go out with a loss to Sergey Kovalev, but is not planning an easy fight neither. I gotta give Hopkins credit for that. He never take an easy fight. You know what I'm saying? Well, I shouldn't say never, but recently. I mean, for a 50-year-old guy to face somebody like Kovalev, that's balls. You know what I'm saying? That's I respect him for that. You know what I mean? And if I was Kovalev, man, I would have been like, damn, dude, I don't want to fight you. You know what I mean? I don't want to hurt you. But hey, he took the fight. As a matter of fact, Kovalev said after the fight that Bernard Hopkins should hang it up. But I think Bernard Hopkins didn't take that very well. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know what? I'm going to prove to the world that I could still win. I mean, that's his prerogative. If he wants to win one win before he retires, so be it, right? Anyways, some of the... I told you guys it's going to be ridiculous. I haven't seen this article. As a matter of fact, I'm reading it as I'm talking to you guys. It's not like I studied it. All right. Anyways, guess who the first guy is? They try to match with him, with Bernard Hopkins. It's ridiculous. Gennady Golovkin. That's the first guy. Unreal. Despite operating light heavyweight division for almost 10 years, now Bernard Hopkins is still the most successful middleweight of all time. Triple G hasn't fought anywhere near the same caliber of opponents, Trinidad De La Hoya, but he is catching up with Hopkins in successful defenses. This is the biggest fight I can think of improve Hopkins' career legacy, the writer is saying this. Anyways, Golovkin is smaller than Kovalev, would likely to be able to stop Hopkins, and he gets hit a lot. The alien is such a good inside fighter, he could possibly win on points. Maybe he could outsmart, Golovkin. Golovkin is a heavy fighter. He's a hard hitter. Doesn't necessarily have a great defense. So if Hopkins eluded a lot of big shots from Kovalev. Maybe he can elude the shots from Gennady Golovkin also. Who knows? James DeGale. Now, I would see that as an alright fight. I think that would be a lot better fight for Hopkins, being a 50-year-old. You gotta give him some kind of advantage. You know what I mean? Fedor Chudnidov, Adonis Stevenson. No, that's ridiculous now. No. Adonis Stevenson needs to be fighting Kovalev. Or go out and wait and fight freaking Deontay Wilder or something. And number 5, last but not least, is Andre Ward. Andre Ward just kept coming back. He came off of a long layoff, about almost 2 years. And he won against Smith. Impressive win. He jabbed him to death, that's for sure. But Hopkins a little too tall for Andre Ward. But hey, who knows, right? Like I said, we need a little bit of Hopkins need a little bit of help. Hopkins need a little bit of an advantage. So find a guy that has been laid off for almost 2 years. All right, no problem. Sure, why not, right? But anyways, those are the 5 possible opponents that Bernard Hopkins could be facing. Not that he would be facing them, I'm sure. But those are the 5 fighters that supposedly options for Bernard Hopkins. It's funny. Bernard Hopkins, man, you're the man, Hall of Famer. But I think you should hang it up. I think it's time to rest. You don't want to damage yourself. I mean, you've already made a name for yourself. You're a Hall of Famer. And you're the best. I mean, nobody's ever fought the way they did against Kovalev, being at 50 years old. I mean, he's the oldest fighter right now, and he's a champ. He's always gonna be a champ. Let me know what you guys think. You know what I'm saying? Leave me some comments, and there you go. 5 options for Bernard Hopkins. Let's run down to it. Number 1, Gennady Golovkin. Number 2, James DeGale. Number 3, Fedor Chudnidov. Number 4, Adonis Stevenson. And number 5, Andre Ward. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me some comments. Take care and stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel. Talk to you in the next one. Peace.